What is going on? Justin of Undead Gaming here today with the Games of the Year video. Now, the first one I'm going to talk about here is Borderlands, not Handsome Collection, the Tales from the Borderlands. Now, I don't think I would count this as a Game of the Year, as a 2015 release, because episode 1 was 2014, but I wanted just to put this in an honorable mention because it was really good. This is the best storyline of all the Borderlands games. I'm also just going to talk about a few honorable mentions here. Mortal Kombat X, I was going to put it in here. I couldn't get footage because the PS4 hard drive sucks. And just the microtransactions just ruined it to me. The easy fatalities and also Battlefield Hardline. Just, if it was a budget game, it would have been fine. But a full price release, no. And Forza 6, I'm going to get back to that one. Anyway, I'm going to go into the next game here, which is 5-Star Wrestling. This is actually getting a PS4 version. Actually, I'm pretty sure it's already out. But they actually did an update to this. As you can see, there's some new character models and a comeback system. For about $20, it's well worth it. All the games on here I would recommend, but this one just kind of, the collision detection did suck, and it was buggy, but it's still a lot of fun. Because again, this was made by just one guy with a small team, really. Well, not really one guy, so this was just a very small team of very few people, and it just was a lot of fun. This was definitely better than 2K15, which had come out before this. So again, this was only PS3. It is coming to PS4. I'm actually kind of looking forward to the ICW game, Insane Championship Wrestling. I'm kind of looking forward to seeing what they do. Well, it's not made by this group, but I'm really looking forward to that one. I want to see what they do with it. Which I'll now be going into the Dying Light. This game is another one that was just really good. This was made by the same people who made the first two Dead Island games. Well, Dead Island 1 and then Dead Island Riptide, which I enjoyed, but briefly. I did like the first game, but I really liked Riptide a whole lot better. Like Dead Island 1, I didn't really put a lot of time into, even though I had kind of friends to play it with. Just nobody really felt like playing it. And well, Riptide, we had people who we talked about playing through it as a 4-player team, but we never did. So this is kind of the new. This was Techland saying that, hey, we could do a really good zombie game, and they did it here. I'm really looking forward to Dead Island 2 though, which is made by the same people who did Spec Ops: The Line. I just hope it gets out of development hell. Anyways, just gonna let the footage go through here so I can go into the next. Call of Duty Black Ops 3. Now, I know I said I wouldn't talk too much about Call of Duty, but this one was, it was good. It was a step up from Advanced Warfare, but to me it sort of felt like a step down from Black Ops 2. I liked the look of the game, and I really kind of like what they did at the multiplayer. The zombies is incredible. Well, if you buy the Giant. Shadows of Evil's kind of met. I do kind of like with the multiplayer. They sort of blended Titanfall and Destiny a little bit. This game is a lot of fun with friends. The single player it built it up as sort of being like this Deus Ex Human Revolution type story of a struggle between augmentation and human, kind of finding that line, which they didn't really do. They sort of played it safe a little bit towards the end. Like, the start is pretty graphic, and then it sort of kind of goes tame a little bit, which to me it was okay that they did that, but at the same time I wish they would have kept it a little bit more graphic. And then now, which Rocket League, my other favorite game, is not graphic at all. This was actually released free with PlayStation Plus on PS4, and in my opinion that worked for this game. The first game, Super Robot Sonic Rocket Power Battle Cores, however the hell you say it, was fun, but just the name was just too complicated and it sort of drew people away. This one, Rocket League, was leagues better than that one. I suck at this game, but I still have fun. This is one of those games that you have to play it with friends. It's okay to play it with random people you don't know. Like, it's either gonna be you're gonna have a lot of fun, or you're gonna be really, really angry and you're not gonna want to pick up the game. So but playing it on your own, it's either, again, really easy or really frustrating. And I would recommend playing this with friends. Right, next. WWE 2K16. This is the wrestling game I was hoping for with 2K15, but never got it. This one definitely has a learning curve. You got the stamina to look after. Reversals are sort of a resource, so you can't keep reversing everything. The submission system sucks. The new submission system sucks. I wish they went back to like the struggle submission system from 2008. That one was really good. The more if you wrenched on it, you could lose the grip, so you'd have to let it go. But if you kept resting for too long, the other guy can break it. So you kind of have to keep pressure on. You got to kind of alleviate between full and half pressure. You got to sort of rest it a little bit. Physics are a little bit buggy, but that's the thing with every wrestling game. The physics are just buggy. The targeting, they still need to work on it. So that's really all I gotta say. Fallout 4. Fallout 4 is pretty much everybody's game of the year, but it's not mine. Honestly, it was good. It lived up to the hype, but it really didn't do much different. If anything, it's sort of a step down a little bit from Fallout 3. Fallout 3 was an RPG with shooter elements in an open world. This is a shooter with RPG elements in an open world. They put more focus into the shooting than the RPG, which I'm okay with that. I'm not acting like it's a bad thing. Borderlands is a shooter with RPG elements, and that's and the second game is probably one of my favorite games of all time. This one was it was a step in the right direction to mainstream it, but it was a step in kind of the wrong direction from an old school Fallout fan like myself. It's still really good, but it's better than another Bethesda RPG that comes to mind. That's another video. You're gonna hate me for it. Which brings me to the last game, Until Dawn. I'm not showing gameplay on this because I don't want to ruin it. I don't want to spoil it. This is an incredible game. If you have a PS4, you need to play this. This is my game of the year. Because it just boasted that, it's going to be a horror game. But every choice you make chooses how it happens, and it does. But there's more to it than that. There's a whole nother story. There's a whole nother story behind it. And there's another story behind that. This is an incredible story-driven game. That's why I'm not showing gameplay. You need to play this. If you have a PS4, buy it right now. It is really, really good. If you don't have a PS4 and you've been thinking about getting one, this is the game that you need to get a PS4 for. PS4 for it? Nah. Anyways, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you on my next video.